Well, when you spend more than half the year staying in hotels, you might miss having a home-cooked meal, right? Well, that was the reality for Barfly. Until he decided to put his cooking skills to the ultimate test, and his unusual methods are raising eyebrows.
Yes, using hairdryers, irons and even the toilet. He says you can make a DIY dinner just about anywhere. Now dubbed the bathroom chef, his makeshift meal prep has been viewed millions of times on TikTok. Let's get into it. Bathroom chef, aka Barfly, joins us live from his hotel room in Florida. Oh, look, good to see you. Baby back ribs, even a spaghetti bowl attempt. What's been the reaction online with all these cooking videos?
Well, it's been a hoot. I've got quite the following of people that are supporters, but I'd say if we're looking at about 100% of everybody out there, it's probably about 75% what the heck's wrong with you, and then 25% of people like, rah, rah, let's keep on going. So that's been kind of, it's a fun read if you're able to, find the funny of getting, beat up like that. But it's also fun just, going out and being spotted. People now will stop me in the street and go, "You're that bathroom chef guy," and come and take a quick picture with me and that kind of stuff. So, a lot of hate, but overall really good reaction. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, so this all happened because you're a travelling salesman, you're on the road quite a lot, and you're obviously missing a home-cooked meal. Like most people would just get Uber, right? Well, let's take us through what you've done. A steak in the toilet. Take us through the steak in the toilet.
A steak in the toilet. Okay, so the back of the toilet is actually clean water. It ain't never touched anything bad. And that's a sous vide machine that you'll see up there. So the steak's already wrapped and away from the water, which is already clean. So that's just kind of like a quick little water bath. It's going to get it to a nice internal temperature. So when you cut into it, it's going to be perfect, exactly the temperature you want. But you got to throw that quick sear on it. You got to hit that flash sear. Otherwise, you're not going to get that outside, that little bit of a crunch, a little bit of the char that you want. Like, boom, right there on just a naked hot plate.
Do you ever give a thought to the housekeeping staff who are coming in and find blood and guts on a pillowcase?
Yes, but after 11 years of doing this, of being on the road, half the year, not all at once, segmented by segment, but I've pretty much figured out how to cover my tracks and make sure that I get what I need out of the hotel, which is a makeshift kitchen, and that I'm not being, banned from hotels or even causing any kind of a stir up.
Okay.
I don't want to leave a further mess on people.
No, okay, so you clean up after yourself. So take us through the sort of cooking materials that you do pack with you. Like some of us, when we pack for a trip, we might throw a hairdryer in there.
Right.
What does your suitcase look like when you go travelling?
It's a mess. But the sous vide machine now you saw, completely versatile, small. You mentioned a hairdryer. It's really not much bigger. Like you can see it there that I'm using it in a nice bucket. I'm using it in the toilet bin back there. You could do about anything with one of those guys, from reheating dinners to doing any kind of cook you want. You could do a 10-hour short rib or just, heat up some chili. Hot plate is always essential. And then I got my guy, which is just a stripped down heating coil. I call him Mr. Shocky because, well, he's kind of shocky if you touch him wrong. So you got to be careful with that. Don't do that at home. But yeah, there's Mr. Shocky right on the TV. Yeah, so that guy is like amazing at like throwing out a ton of heat that can give you like an actual grill, an actual sear. People like just bring an air fryer. Air fryers are mediocre at some stuff at best, but they're never going to give you a sear. They're never going to give you a true cooked meal. No, I like the versatility of bringing my stuff.
Yeah, you're never going to get that real good toilet cistern flavour from an air fryer. There's a reason. There's a reason you cook in the bathroom and nowhere else in the hotel room. Talk us through that.
Well, the bathroom is the simple reason. There's a vent in the bathroom. So if I do let out smoke, it's going through the vent. If I do make a stink, it's going through the vent. If I'm in the main room, well, I'm going to be setting things off, and then there's going to be some trouble going on.
Oh, yeah. I bet you've set off a few alarms in your time.
What's that?
I bet you've set off a few alarms, right?
Well, in the beginning, yeah. At the beginning, I was kind of new at it. But again, after this has been 11 years of doing this stuff, you get good at it. You get your techniques. You learn how to, escape such things like burning down hotels.
Burning down the hotel.
This is a fun chat. We've got to go because I want to go and do some ribs in the bathroom. Nice to talk to you this morning.
Hey, amazing to talk to you. Thank you so much for having me on.
All right.
Thanks, Buffalo.
Travel safe.